Hello everyone. Today just wanted to jump in, and we're heading out right now for our daily dose of slavery. And as we're going out here, of course, you run into the problems of the day, and you start like for instance, you start adding up all of the time that you put into upkeep on vehicles, insurances, and then there's the inferiorness of the vehicles that we're in. Like for instance, just checking your oil, the inferior stick that goes down in there, okay? And then it comes back out and you can barely read it because there's so many different types, and they haven't even perfected checking the oil yet. And on some of these vehicles, you can't check certain things unless you have certain devices to check it with. You can't even add the oil unless, or transmission fluid without certain tools to put it in. And then what they're trying to do now is have intellectual property rights so that they can force you to go into the repair facilities. Well, let me show you guys something, man. The older tractors and vehicles were simpler to work on. They don't like that. They don't want you to have the knowledge to do that, okay? Because you're not in a free country. These are not a free people. These are conquered slaves, okay? And when I say slaves, it's just a whole new plantation, guys. And these guys have pulled the wool over your eyes. They are not good people. They are population control, wanting to kill you and rule over you. These are not good people, okay? Like back in the day, the old John Deeres, it's like great vehicles, the old Fergusons, the old Alice Chalmers, all of these different old vehicles were great. Of course, a lot of them went out of business because actually there's people still using them today. I have an old John Deere, runs like a champ. I would not pay a nickel for one of these new ones. And you know how I know that? Because I've heard the farmers talking. Who wants that junk? You can't even fix it. They're trying to get you to go back to the repair facility because they want to put their kids through college and have retirements. They don't give a crap if you got one. Once again, it's slaves, serving slaves, serving slaves, serving slaves, serving slaves, serving slaves. Come on, guys. Cut the crap. We should have had a better system right now. And actually, speaking of a better system, I'm going to take the time right now to introduce an idea I call the Paradise Earth Initiative System. Operation Paradise Earth. Hey, Trump, you need some help, bud. You're surrounded by people that can't help. Most of them are a part of the problem. Come on, they've been cutting you off left and right. There's a way around all of it. And you know what? You're not the only chess player, Chief. I just want to throw that out there. So, having said that, I think it's time we redo things. We need vehicles created. And this is a message to the world. Create vehicles with great utility that are easily and simply serviced. Elon, consider putting some generators and some systems on those tires so they can self-generate. There's no sense in solar panels. There's no sense in all that battery mess. The batteries just needed to start the vehicle. Once it starts to roll, it should be able to supply its own electricity. Okay? This is a self-contained vehicle. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be giving you an idea and putting it out there, okay? Now, I know it's easier said than done. But once again, let's get into some other vehicle uses. We don't need these vehicles going like they're going as fast as they go. We don't need that anymore. It's time to look at things in a practical, truthful way. We need a paradise here. We need food infrastructure. That's the first step in the Paradise Earth Initiative. And it's also the first step in freeing the people. Now, what do I mean? Well, basically, a lot of re-education is going to be needed. And you know what? They can get paid to do that. they can also get paid to produce from their homes. You see, that's where a lot of these counties, our public servants, let me say it again, guys, servants, but see, they are now an occupation for us, okay? Freemason ran. It's a terrorist organization gang, guys. Who do you think runs all the biker gangs? Who do you think runs the mafias? Who do you think runs the cartels? Who do you think has been infiltrating the other countries? Me. Think about it, okay? I think it's time to wake up now. You've been asleep too long. I know it was nice, it was comfortable, and it was cozy. But let me tell you, that sleep is actually induced by poisons. Yeah, they're trying to kill you. They tried to kill your family. So, guys, once again, let's not go pretending like it didn't happen. It happened. It's still happening. They're actually creating killing fields all around you. And they're going to be called hospitals and behavioral health. Because, see, it's another form of cell in these prisons, okay? Some would say you're walking around now in a sophisticated, organic prison, okay? In one of the scriptures, it even says when Jesus entered into the body, he entered into the deepest, darkest part of the prison. So it's time to wake up. You're not in a free country. It was overthrown a long time ago, guys. So if you want independence, right now is the time to seek it, and now is the time of salvation. So let's just stop playing these games. You lost. But we can win. I was going to say, and they're trying to dumb your children down. The whole point of these vaccines and things, guys, is so that you don't wake up to any of this stuff going on. That's what this is really about, because if they can poison your babies before they even come out into the world, then they have a perfect slave. And remember, that mRNA that you're being injected with has an intellectual property right connected to it, which means you are no longer human. Yes, that's what they said. That's their terms, okay? I'm not saying that. They said that. So they own you now. So if you took that injection and you put that in your body, you are no longer a free man. You're actually not even human to them. Okay? It's time you educate yourselves and stop playing around, okay? You are in a war, and these people have been doing silent war, quiet weapons upon you. They literally just tried to kill you, put masks on you, and get you to stay in your homes, okay? They actually paid for that virus to be created, to be used on you, and they're allowing Pfizer to do the same thing. It's already been infiltrated and exposed. And the United States is doing nothing. And all of this goes back to, once again, certain roots. Freemasons, guys. Freemasons. Not only is it the Freemasons, they have it armed in every country. It's an international terrorist organization. It's ancient. Israel is behind that too. Look at all of the people in the deep state. They all have dual citizenship.